We lost Dolly Parton this week, and I wanted to do my take on the interview that I did with her about 9 years ago for The Real. I'll never forget, and my producer called me into the office and said, hey, we have an opportunity to actually meet Dolly Parton and interview her, but it's on Saturday in Santa Barbara. Saturday was our day off, and no one else could do it from the show. And I knew that Dolly, being an icon she was, I was excited. I've been a fan of hers for years, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And the thing is, when you do an interview like this with someone that's so iconic, you're nervous, you're excited, you don't want to appear like you're an amateur. So you got to get everything in check. So I teamed up with a wonderful producer to take out there, a wonderful camera crew. Jill King was my producer. Shout out to Jill King from The Real. And we developed some wonderful questions to ask Dolly. Now, when you develop the questions, because you're only going to get maybe 10 minutes with her, I wanted to, I never do got you questions. And I researched and I looked at Dolly doing other interviews, and she's always open. She's always hilarious. So that kind of helped me to formulate the questions. And so I remember doing, like, Jill gave me her set of questions, and then I had my set of questions. And then what I was planning on doing was trying to weave a couple of my questions in, because, you know, the show has things that they want to get from Dolly. And we were there to really promote her show that was going to be on NBC at Christmas, called A Coat of Many Colors. And so once you get first of all, when I saw her, I was just like, I was trying not to fangirl out. You know, I'm trying to be professional. Can't wait. I know she's on her way. I can't wait. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
How are you?
Oh my goodness. Welcome. Oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having me.
Party, sit
You
right
want me
there?
here?
Yes.
All right.
Look at her.
Well.
Slay. Hello, Miss Parton. How On the outside, I was trying to be professional, but on the inside, I was like, oh my God, it's Dolly Parton. Oh my God. Literally, I was that excited. And I'm going to tell you, I was a fan of her, not just because of her music, but because also of her philanthropy. She has always been a giving person. She has always been that type of artist that donates her money, her time, and just overall, you know, you can feel her authenticity when she speaks. So I think I had about 10 questions, and I figured I'd get through like maybe 6. And this is the thing about interviewing that I found, that once you start interviewing, you have to, the key to interviewing is listening to their answer, because a lot of times if you listen, you may have to follow up on something, or it can lead you into one of the questions that you already had. And so that makes it look like a concise interview. Dolly's team put all of her clothes, and she had like cases of clothes and her instruments. And so that we used as a backdrop. We also showed her a tape of the other host, to, you know, and they were expressing their, you know, excitement about her and everything. And then that's when I was getting into, you know, just her life. I want to say that Dolly Parton gave me so much in that time. And I remember asking her, the one question I wanted to compliment her, but also get an answer from her. That's how I formulated it. So when I asked her about the Whitney Houston, I wanted to actually get her reaction to finding out that, you know, the community loved her so much. And I, you know, she knows it, but I just wanted to give her those flowers. So the way I did that is by stating it and then, you know, asking, and you could tell by the way she was nodding, she knew where I was trying to get to. And that's because she's done so many interviews that she knows what to say. She knows where someone is getting to, and she could feel, you know, that what I was trying to get to. And she gave me the classic answer with a joke. And I remember asking her the last question, which was basically, how does she want to be remembered? And it wasn't about, I don't know. I just felt like asking that question. It wasn't a question on the card. you know, but it's just, I've just felt like in order to close, I wanted to close a certain type of way. And it's the perfect answer. And if you listen to her answer, she really does. She gets what the way she wants to be remembered is exactly how the tributes were pouring in about her. And so I will never forget that moment. I thank her. I thank her team. And it was just great. Rest in peace, Dolly.